'Tis a chat. I shall take a look inside.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Naturally, it is a vocation for those at close range, however, a bow is nary more useful. Naturally, it is a vocation at close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret... Very well, there is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not will be ashamed to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure... Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv.
At last, it all becomes clear.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
This might contain useful information.
We've arrived.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Always a pleasure.
You ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste. We have obtained that which Miss Flora requested. Shall...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state.
Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
This town must have needs. Tis my duty to find them.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore. Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
I quite agree.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here we are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident. Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of...
You'll find the explosive casks by the village entrance. Use them to send those saurians scattering.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen. Dismiss me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating. We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness!
Let us see what you're made of! No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
person has been drenched. Arisen, to me. I shall heal you. Halt, if you please. Let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us.
By your leave.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished.
What to do?
He really ought to have returned by now.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
It would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
I suppose 'tis so.
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
He really ought to have returned by now.
A treasure chest.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
To get back to work.
It's been a hard day. Looking for work? We've got plenty going here.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
It is done. Outstanding.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Are you? Twill near get done if I stand around talking. Whate'er it is, I'll have to...
Am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for them. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
How dare you!
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. This won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
A brief respite is naught to decry.
Seems naught ever goes right. like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us. Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Has anyone got a story to share? I'll hear any tale, be it of boast or embarrassment.
These moments are precious, to be sure.